Alright, what's good, YouTube families? Vegan for me. It's my first video on YouTube. Basically, my YouTube channel is basically to motivate, inspire anybody trying to reach fitness goals or life-changing, let's say diet advice, anything, any topic. But basically, we're out here again. Another beautiful day. Getting in that good cardio, the good sun. And as you can see, not too many people out here. Not too many people out here. Everyone's either at home, maybe some people at work, but for the most part, everyone's either at home, at a restaurant, outdoor restaurants now, or sitting in a drive-through. Now, a little bit about myself, so you can kind of get an idea of where I started from. 39 years old. I grew up in a two-parent household in the Inland Empire. Two other siblings, younger sister, older sister. And we had a good upbringing. Your typical African-American family upbringing. Not exactly like the Huxtables, but it was good. We never went hungry. There's always that love inside the house. You know, a lot of people are missing that love. So a lot of times in life, people judge people based off their appearance, not knowing what kind of life-changing experience they had that made them turn to food. And food is such an addictive drug. I think it's the #1 addictive drug that sometimes people take for granted of how powerful it is when it comes to trying to change your life as far as diet. Yeah, I'm out here exercising, but I don't like it. But I do it because I know the benefits it gives me. Coming out here exercising just for a walk, if I do 30 minutes, or if I do more, it allows me to be more productive on my day-to-day activities as far as my job or just little small things like grabbing groceries. I take for granted a lot of things. Like, I grew up playing sports, but I never knew until I got older how much impact exercise would have in your life. How much a diet would help you, I guess, feel better in day-to-day activities. So I grew up like everyone else, eating, you know, your standard American diet. Back then it wasn't so bad. I think over the years the quality of food has gone down a whole lot. A lot more chemicals are being dumped inside this food. So I don't preach or I don't give advice like, hey, you need to go vegan. If you're doing like a diet as far as like whole foods and it's working for you, I would say continue doing it. But if you're like me, someone that played sports and suffered a lot of injuries, especially in the early 90s, back then you say you got an injury and you went to the hospital. This is right before they were prescribing like Oxycontin to everyone. They were giving everybody like Vicodin. And I took for granted, I should say, that over the course of time of ingesting these different medications and stuff, along with meat slowing down my digestive system, all that stuff accumulates. People think, oh, I'm gonna just take this, let's just say just Tylenol or ibuprofen, and it's magically gonna evaporate within the body. No, that stuff accumulates within the cells of your body, your bloodstream, your nervous system. It's true, they say you are what you eat, and definitely you can feel it. I think some people are so comfortable in the way that they've been eating that sometimes they're scared to step out the norm, or they feel like they'll be they're going to be judged for it. And a lot of times they are. When I first went vegan, people thought it was strange, like especially like during like holiday season when you're so used to having that turkey or that ham or that fatty macaroni and cheese, and everyone's sitting around watching you eat a salad. It's a very, I guess, lonely feeling sometimes. But at the same time, on the flip side of it, you feel good because you see the difference you're making as far as your workouts. You see the weight coming off. Your health, you feel better as far as your health. You don't feel all the aches and pains from arthritis. All that stuff is eliminated. You accompany veganism or plant-based diet along with fasting. In my opinion, I think it's the best thing for everyone. Excuse me, every human being. I don't think there's any other better diet, and I don't consider me eating plants or being vegan or plant-based, whatever you want to call it, whatever term you want to call it. I don't think there's a better way of living, like, because you think about it, when you fast, fasting is the best way to heal your body from diseases. So say you go on a fast for, just say you go on a fast and you do 3 days. I'm not saying this long fast for 40 days or 21-day fast. I'm saying 3 days, or if you can't do 3 days, do 1 day. A lot of times people, myself included, will do these fasts and it's hard the first day, or if you do 2 days, first day it's hard, second day is easier, and before you know, you're just on cruise control. But what we do is, as soon as we come out the fast, we head right into McDonald's drive-thru, Taco Bell, Del Taco, all these fast food. So we just spent all these 3 days eliminating all the toxins and poison in our body, just to replenish our bodies with more toxins and poisons. But for the most part, everyone is doing it. And I'm not one of these plant-based people that's doing this for the animals or the environment. I did this to heal certain health elements I had going on with me. Everyone's happy and having a good time, laughing, eating food, eating all the wrong kinds of food, up until the point when they get that doctor's notice saying, hey, if you don't change your life right now, you might not make it till tomorrow. But we become so addicted to, I guess, society's food. Like, only thing I can call it society's food, and the way they promote everything through commercials and advertisement. Like, you can't avoid it. It's almost like, and it's like, I look at the world as like different sectors in the matrix. Like, you gotta deal with the life matrix. There's just a financial matrix of things. You gotta deal with the love matrix of things. You gotta deal with the health and fitness matrix of things, the food matrix of things. And along those paths, there's always obstacles or distractions in your path. There's always somebody not gonna agree with what you're doing. There's always somebody going against what you're doing because they don't see that, they feel that it has no value to them, so they'll downplay it. And that's okay. Because at the end of the day, you're doing all this for yourself. So their opinion makes no difference. Never give power to a stranger, anybody you don't know, let alone somebody you do know. Because at the end of the day, this is your life. And you only have one of them. You don't get a do-over. It's your life. I call people randoms. People always have something to say about what you're doing or how you're doing things. But those same people never apply that thing. People always have an opinion on what you're doing in your life. But if you look at those same people's lives, it's always chaos and destruction. You look at your closest hater. Look at the person that's making fun of you or saying something behind your back. Their life is always in chaos and turmoil. They have nothing going for themselves. So they see a little bit of light that you have going for you, and a heartbeat. a heartbeat. They try to knock you off your path. Why? Because in some way, weird way, it makes them feel better about themselves. Because they think if they get under your skin just a little bit, it makes them feel a little bit better about themselves. So, I say, kind of going off topic, apologize for that. But my advice on diet, anything is I always try to find a place that's not so bombarded with people, because I tell you, boy, people always try to distract you and try to knock you off your path in life. Whatever you're trying to do, somebody is right there trying to knock you down. People always say, people, oh, why don't you just do something and be positive? As soon as you try to do something positive, I guarantee somebody is there somebody's trying to try to knock you down. Somebody's not going to approve of what you're doing. Some random person's going to feel a certain way of what you're doing. But anywho, this is my first YouTube video. I don't know if I'll post it as is, but many more to come. I plan on making, my goal is to make a video every single day. And it's not because I'm trying to get big off YouTube or anything like that. It's I guess I do everything for myself, so it's more of me coming out of my shell, being more comfortable with myself. So my advice to the younger generation, anybody that watches the video, is always do whatever is going to be best for yourself. Don't try to please. Don't try to live your life for anybody else's. Because whenever you do that, you're never going to be happy. And you might have like joyous times, but it's never going to be truly happy. It's not going to be like remembered. It's going to be like, oh, I did this, but I did it for that person. So at the end of the day, once that memory is gone, because people think, oh, I won this title, I did this, and it lasts forever. It's short-lived. Like all these wins and stuff I've gotten through competition, you're happy at the moment, but after it's gone. Anyways, I hope you get some type of advice through all this rambling I did. Apologize. I guarantee they'll get better. More videos to come. Like I said, my goal is to make a video every single day. Kind of would be helpful if you gave me a topic, or if you would like to send me a topic you would like me to talk about. And I always say proof is in the pudding, so people can get on here and talk and say whatever they want to say, but until you see the results, it doesn't mean shit. Anywho, thanks for watching. I hope you subscribe. Until the next video, keep the grind.